I'm starting a new cosplay build, and it's my biggest one yet. I'm doing it all for the Republic. Today on Darth Rage Reviews.
Evacuate? In our moment of triumph? I think you overestimate their chances.
Greetings, Force fans, and welcome to another episode of Darth Rage Reviews, your source for the Force. Business out of the way, guys. It's close. We're almost at 800 subscribers. If you haven't, hit that subscribe button. I'm giving away lightsabers. 2 of them. One at 800, one at 1,000. All you got to do to get entered is subscribe. Subscribe. So if you haven't, please subscribe to my channel. I do appreciate it. All right, guys. As my little tease said, and as you can see behind me, I've got a brand new cosplay project. And this is absolutely going to be my biggest project yet. This, guys, obviously is a clone trooper. So I've purchased realistic clone armor from a friend of mine, and I'm now going to put this all together and hopefully get this submitted to the 501st and get an approved clone trooper with the 501st. So why did I do this? Well, it's the cosplay thing is something that I love, and it's something that I've wanted to be involved in, I have been involved in, and I figured this is kind of the next step, kick it up a notch. I've always wanted armor. I love Mandalorian armor. I love Stormtrooper armor, but I really, really dig clone armor and clone helmets. I love them both. I love both the animated and the movie realistic. This set is actually a movie realistic set. Differences there's differences all over, but the main difference you can tell is in the ab portion. If you look up the animated, it's kind of just lines here, and this is more of a Y, indented Y formation in there. Anyway, it's neither here nor there. So why did I get into this? Well, my buddy, who is already in the 501st, had this armor and was working on it, and then decided to scrap it, and he'd gotten a brand new set of clone armor. There are reasons, well, there's a couple pieces in this that are not actually accurate, and therefore will need to be modified or replaced. He managed to kind of luck into a brand new set that was accurate, so he gave this to me for a steal. And the good news is that he's going to be able to, as he's building his project, we're going to kind of do this in a buddy formation. So he's going to walk me through all the steps that I have no idea about in putting this together. So I really kind of got my own Jedi Master guide through this process. So what is it about this that is not 501st acceptable? Well, on the shoulder pads, these shoulder pieces are fully rounded here. The actual ones kind of have more of a hard edge, so it's more of an angle here. So need to order new ones of those. There's 2 little raised portions here that are not actually in the real armor. So this is an easy fix. I'll just have to cut this out and then put a piece behind it and drill another hole in there, get it all sanded, get it pretty. This belt is not accurate. I'm going to have to order a whole new belt and a whole new cod piece, as well as a whole new butt piece. And I think that's it. Oh, I need, on the back, I need to get the printed stuff in the center of the back panel, but that's something that Brian, my friend, will be able to print for me. So I can get all that. I've actually already got it lined up. It's going to cost me just under $200. And then I'll have all the pieces ready to go. Undersuit is ordered. All you need really for an undersuit is just, it can be black Under Armour. You could get a full-on ribbed Stormtrooper official suit, but you don't need that. So I've got that ordered. And then we're going to start the finishing process. So, one of the good things, too, about this is that he'd already really put a lot of these pieces together. So I've got the arm pieces, the leg pieces are already assembled. just need to finish them. So, you know, I'll need to come through here and fill these, get this all sanded, painted, you know, finish these edges nice. This is actually the leg piece, and there's a whole process that you need to create a spoon that goes in there in order to be able to put these on. Basically, you can't get your ankle through that unless you're, you know, double jointed. So you create a pop-out portion here that basically pops out, lets you get your foot in, and pops it back in. So he's going to, you know, again, walk me through all of this process. It's going to be really extensive, but it's going to be a whole lot of fun too. It's something that, you know, I'm really, really looking forward to. I also did just order my helmet kit. So I got a Phase 2 realistic helmet. It's coming from a gentleman, Chris the Prop Guy. He's in Australia. It'll be a resin cast helmet, so it'll be really nice. Looking forward to that, and then I'll be able to complete that. So, whole lot of finishing. Then I've got to go and create the strap system. So, in order to basically hold all this armor, it's kind of a simple process. You've got a belt for the bottom half with 2 straps here that Velcro to your thigh pieces. The knees connect to the thighs, and then the shins kind of sit on their own, but they also connect to the knees and thighs too. So that kind of supports itself from here. On the top piece kind of hooks on and hangs together, and then your arms, the shoulder piece snaps up here. That bicep snaps to the shoulder, this snaps to that, and then the wrists and the knees really kind of sit where they are as well with elastic bands. So it's actually kind of ingenious the way it all goes together, and then there's some flex in here for movement. And supposedly, you're able to relatively move around. You know, you're not going to be able to do a whole lot of gymnastics or anything, but I'll be able to walk comfortably once I have this done. So good news, I'm ahead of the game on a lot of these pieces. Bad news, I've got months and months of work in front of me before I'm anywhere ready to submit. And then, too, I also get the fun part of deciding what color scheme I want to go with this. Lots of choices that I can choose from. Leaning towards the traditional 501st, which is that blue paint scheme. I just really like that, and it's a weathered look. So don't know which way I'm going to go. If there's a clone that you guys like, somebody that, you know, or a clone faction that you guys like, put it in the comments. You know, I'm always interested in going and looking and seeing what's out there, because that's months and months away, but something that I'm going to have to think about, and it's going to be the really fun process of it. So really excited about this, guys. This is by far the biggest cosplay build that I've done. It's going to be the longest. It's going to be the most intensive. It's probably going to cost me the most, but I do plan on getting it all well under $1,000 after all is said and done. But I'm really, really looking forward to this. So, guys, let me know in the comments, what do you think of this so far? I've managed to tape it all on here so you can kind of see what it's going to look like. Let me know, are you as excited as I am about this build? As always, guys, I'm Darth Rage. This is Darth Rage Reviews, your source for the Force.
I felt a great disturbance in the Force, as if millions of voices suddenly cried out in terror and were suddenly silenced.